Hello everyone, welcome back to Write and Down. There has been a new update with the daily mode introduced, so that's going to be the videos for the foreseeable. So if we jump into new game here, we have our elemental dungeon, series of dungeons testing your adventurous skills, and now the daily dungeon. A new randomized dungeon is available each day. So, no idea how it's randomized or what that means. Oh, okay. We can pick whatever character we want. Next dungeon on a broken clock. Explosives. You add an explosives card to the deck of all levels. Inflicts you and all enemies 3 damage points. Cursed Heart. You start with the Cursed Heart artifact. Your maximum health is reduced 2 points at the start of each campsite. Dungeon bosses. You have to fight bosses every 10 levels. Okay, so I presume we're not starting with any of the other upgrades to the difficulty from playing the standard dungeon stuff. With Cursed Heart, I think Mechanoid is going to be out of the running. So who do we want to play as? Let's play as the dwarf, and we will take Rune Anvil. You randomly duplicate 1 artifact just to see if these are artifacts and if they can be duplicated or not. And other than that, let's take Forge Gold and we'll be on our way for our first ever daily. Alright, starting in the Snowland. There is our explosive card. Rune Anvil, Cursed Heart. Oh god, okay. I realised my mistake. So, the Rune Anvil, you randomly duplicate 1 artifact at the start of each campsite. This artifact can't... This artifact can't be duplicated, but the Cursed Heart probably can, so it's in our best interest to try and buy some more varied things before we get to a campsite. So we're going to take as much gold as we can so that we might be able to buy just about anything else sooner. Inflicts you and all enemies 3 points of damage. You add 1 gold coin to all gold coin cards. Alright, then let's do Write and Down. That came off of our armor, which is good. Then I will take gold. Well, I don't think... if we were frozen when we go into camp later, then Cursed Heart won't go off. And also, Rune Anvil won't go off, duplicating the Cursed Heart. So that's something to think about. Now, do I want to take a bunch of damage and get 3 gold? A little damage and get 2 gold and then a bunch of damage? Or a little damage and then 16 chill? I guess I'll take the curse, just because we can have that gone by camp if desired. You get 8 armor points when you buy an artifact. Not bad for us. You inflict 8 damage points to an adjacent enemy in the direction you are moving when you move to a potion card. That sounds good. We are going to have to walk through an enemy and an explosive to get there. But you know, I'm sure we'll be fine. Right, we can also afford these things. A frost bandage would not be the worst thing to get a hold of. Except if we get there, we either have to go through the ice spear, which would mean we couldn't afford this, or we would have to go via here, which would get the ice trap, which would mean the frost bandage wouldn't work. So that's not ideal. What does this one do? You inflict 5 damage points to the adjacent enemy in the direction after moving after a battle. Alright, I'll grab that anyway. Oh, we can afford both. Sick. Alright then, in that case, I will take this ice trap so that I can generate 20 HP. Love it. Otherwise, can't afford any items here. We could go straight across the top on the right-hand side. Looks reasonably safe. I want the ice to be gone by the time we get to camp so we can duplicate something. Uses 4 gold. Well, we can get this 2 and this 1 to have 4 in order to be able to duplicate. So we'll go all the way across. Now, what's going to get duplicated? Hopefully not the heart. God damn it. Oh, it's the little tiny shops because we don't have keys and locks. I'm going to go right down. That's going to generate an extra coin on this card for me. And then we don't have any real preference between wasteland and forest, except I'd rather not be poisoned all the time, I guess. Alright. Blindness is not a problem if we have a route picked out for us. Alright, we get through that with relative safety, excuse me. We can go left side and under the bottom there. Looks reasonably good to me. Love the extra damage there. 8 damage to an enemy adjacent when moving to a potion card. Alright, let's try and do more of that then. So if we come across the top here, we can do damage to everything. And then if we move down onto this potion card, it will stab the guy below it. And then I'll take a coin and an armor. Alright. We can go right and down and add more coins to everything, which I think is worth the extra 4 damage. Because then we can come across this direction and get a load of cash. Right, Bone Dragon. Inflicts 12 damage. Each enemy you kill in this level raises dead dragon's damage by 5 points. So we want to kill as little stuff as possible on our way over. Looks like that's going to be 1 enemy. We get a bunch of new artifacts. You get 2 health points after a battle on a void. You inflict 1 damage point to all enemies with each movement if you are in a forest level. We have forest and volcano here. What I really want is some health right now. Inflict 2 damage points to everyone, get 10 health points, add 2 armor points to all cards. Well, we can't afford the healing one, so I'm going to take the add armor to all of the armor cards, and then I guess we're going to the forest. You inflict 1 damage point to all enemies with each movement if you're in a forest level. Alrighty then. Right, I really don't want to take that poison to start, but the rest of the route looks much safer. So this is add 2 armor points to all armor cards. Well, we're going to have some issues here. What are you? Your max health is increased 1 point after a battle on wastelands. Right, well, I'm going to take this potion here, because whilst we could come down and to the right and take this potion, that's a 16 fight. This is also a 16 fight, but if we move to the right, we will do 8 damage with our mana bomb when we pick up this health potion. And 8 damage dealt is 8 armor saved. That adds armor to all of the armor cards that we're about to approach. We go down and right and down. We increase armor on those again. And I would rather take 7 damage here than 8 poison, because 7 damage is less than the 8 damage we would take minimum from being poisoned. Whereas all of this poison right here is kind of trash. We have 6 health. Okay, we can go down. And right and down. I'm thinking right twice. And give me the armor. And we're away. The poison we've been suffering is over. Could not afford either of these items. But I will do right and down. And then I will do down, right. Then I think here I'd rather go through the 8 and get the potion. Last level of this forest. 21 armor is okay, not the best. I think I'll start with a down to increase the armor on those cards. Now, do I want to go across to that, or do I think if this was 15, 5 armor, and 12, or we can go 12, cash, poison, and then just get out safely. I think that looks better. We've got some fangs. Poisoned claws, rather. You inflict 5 damage points to an adjacent enemy in the direction you are moving if you are poisoned. Right, we'll go around that enemy. Thanks so much. Camp again, which means we're losing 4 max HP. How much max HP are we going to lose by the time we get to the end of this? If there's a camp at... what was this? 15? Camp at 20. Camp at 25. Camp at 30. Camp at 35. Camp at 40. Camp at 45. That's 6 more camps. And we're losing 4 health apiece. 6 times 4 is 24. We're going to be left with 14 max HP by the time we get out of here. That's going to be terrible. Right, give me the... we can take 1 extra coin, or if we do right and down, we can get extra armor. Good. Wasteland. You get 1. Your max health is increased by 1 after a battle in a wasteland. Alright, that's going to be really fundamentally helpful for us. It looks like we didn't have the 4 gold to improve one of our items into a double item in that camp using our rune anvil. As for where we are right now, I'm just going to take the incredibly safe path. And now all I can think about is trying to stack up as much armor for the future as possible. Now, while we do get extra max HP for everything we kill here, that doesn't mean I want to have so many battles I suddenly find myself at risk of dying. Crown. Old crown, you add 1 gold coin to gold coin cards when you move down into them. I'd rather take 3 damage than 13 here. I do like the addition of the dynamite cards. They're a nice variable. Okay, health, cash. We're going to take some blindness and then probably go... via this guy. Max HP crawling back up little by little. Alright, skeleton dragon here. We do get our vision back before this. We are going to be able to go through here without having to kill any other creatures, which is incredibly important for our survivability. And we get back to camp. Now, we're not going to be able to see the gear available to us here. There's an ice thing. We have 22 XP, so we can't take whatever this ice one is in the middle. So let's go right. You randomly kill one enemy if you are on a wasteland level. Well, we can't afford that either, so I'm going to go down in order to try and make the armor cards on the floor better. Then right and down again. So poison versus snowland. Snowland we can heal if we walk into an ice trap. However, you inflict 1 damage point to all enemies with each movement on a forest level. You get 1 gold coin after a battle on a forest level, but that doubles to 2 gold coins. You inflict 5 damage points to an adjacent enemy in the direction you are moving if you are poisoned. Now that matches up with our ice spear. You inflict 5 damage points to an adjacent enemy in the direction you are moving after a battle. So if we're poisoned, we can do 10 damage to stuff in the direction we're moving, which will be, hopefully, really helpful. So, I guess right now we probably want to get poisoned. Just for a bit. Right, that round of poison's worn off. You inflict 2 damage points to all enemies when you move down. I do love it. Get these potions here. Boots. You get 1 armor point after a battle. Sure. Then give me a little bit of poison for the next floor. There is a very safe path through here. What do the strawberries get us? You get 16 health points at the start of each campsite. That's actually pretty big. Would I rather cash and whatever this is? You add 5 points to all potion cards when you move to a poison trap card. Or would I rather take 12 armor? Well, the 12 armor is probably going to see me take more damage than the 12 as I move through there, isn't it? You take 5 damage points to an enemy if you are moving after a battle. And this is in the direction you are moving. So we're not doing a battle here, and we're not doing a battle there. So I'm going to skip those. Grab this just so that we don't have to have the extra fight. We are still poisoned. So, I'll take the big armor card. I'm hesitant to take even more poison, but I'm also aware that we don't really have a safe route out of here at the moment. I'm hoping I can get through here reasonably safely. I'm not going to be able to. I have 1 HP left. I need a potion card. I do not get one. Well, it looks like our first daily then is going to be a bust. We don't have anything that heals us when we move, do we? 5 points to potion cards, heal at camp, armor after battles, damage, gold, damage, max health in wastelands, 1 damage to everything when we move, get 2 health points after a battle in a void, move on to an ice trap, damage, max health reduced, anvil. No, we've got no hope here, I don't think. Why didn't I die? I'm really not sure. You inflict 1 damage point to all enemies with each movement. Your max health is increased in a wasteland. You inflict damage, you get gold. Do damage. Get 1 armor point after a battle. I figure I should have died there. Unless I literally can't be killed by poison on my last HP. But that doesn't seem right either. Yeah, not sure on that one, but so far we are 0 and 1 in the dailies, but join me tomorrow. We'll see what the next daily is. For now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.